Hello everyone and welcome to Sharp-Dressed Gaming, and today we're back with Sharp-Dressed VGC, Pokemon VGC 2K15. Now, this is the last episode with the Bouffalant Trick Room team, and unfortunately, there was already a last episode, but the stupid thing didn't record. See, I've got the notes for it right here and everything. The first battle we went up against a 1700 rated player. Mind you, we were at 1450 at the time. 1700 rated player that was using Chalk with Thundurus. And Rhyperior kicked its ass. Rhyperior got 3 knockouts, and Volcarona got 1. And it's just so good. It was such a good game. It made me so mad to lose it. And we also won the second battle against a 1500 rated player using Raichu, Gyarados, Heatran, Sylveon, Landorus, and Abomasnow, and bringing Raichu, Gyarados, Heatran, Landorus. So, rather unfortunate. And Bouffalant actually won that one, so that was cool. But Bouffalant didn't get to do anything in the first one. Didn't even come, I don't think. But it's not, neither here nor there because Camtasia hates me, so it didn't record it. So I'm just going to hit challenge. We're at 15-22 after those 2 wins. You see we're at 9-9 for wins and losses on this cartridge. Of course, you see the actual record for this team itself right below me. 1583 rated player from Japan to start off today's episode. Speaking of Chalk, we got Kanga, Heatran, Lando, Thundurus, Amoonguss, and excuse me, Sylveon. So instead of using Cresselia, he's going for Sylveon instead, which Bouffalant can get. We found out Bouffalant cannot knock out Heatran in one hit. With superpower from that episode that never ended up seeing the light of day. Unfortunately, I'd rather have Earthquake on it. I really should have Earthquake on it. But alas, we don't. Venusaur is going to be really good here. Really, really good, actually. We might lead Xatu Venusaur. And Rhyperior. Yeah, let's go. Actually, I'm going to go Xatu Rhyperior Venusaur. That's what I did in that first battle. Did I do that? In the second? No, I did that in the second battle. I went Xatu Rhyperior, and it worked out pretty well for us. So Xatu Rhyperior Venusaur. Actually, I'm going to go Xatu Venusaur. Then Rhyperior. And then I think we go Boofy. Boofy Scroofy. I mean, it doesn't really give us anything for the Amoonga. Oh, we have Xatu, though. Yeah, let's go Boof. Though Volcarona really saves us from King. Let's go Boof. We're doing it. Watch us want Volcarona. Watch us want Volcarona. Alright. You might not bring Amoonguss because we do have Volcarona. But we'll see. And we have Venusaur. So. And Xatu. So it might scare away Amoongi. Xatu Vena. All the passerbys want to battle and challenge me right now. We got Kanga Lando to lead. Kanga Lando. So I don't mind not having the thing, but Xatu doesn't like this. Xatu's gonna protect. Venusaur's gonna Mega Evolve. And Leech Seed. Or should I just switch Xatu? Yeah, switch Xatu for Rhyperior. And let's let Venusaur get up a Leech Seed onto Kanga. So Xatu's going to switch because it does not want to take a Rock Slide and a Return, which is why I'm assuming it's going to happen. We're going to bring in Rhyperior because he can take both those really nicely. This massive defenses. And also, Hidden Power Ice doesn't do more than 50 to Rhyperior from a Life Orb Thundurus. Found that out as well. That's how we're able to win the first game. Took that Hidden Power Ice and then dropped a Rock Slide on Thundurus' head and killed it with the Weakness Policy boost. Okay. So Kangaskhan went straight for Ice Punch. Trying to get rid of the Xatu. And then also a Rock Slide from the Landorus. Ow. Critical hit on the Venusaur. Still didn't do that much. Venusaur eats up Rock Slides for lunch, breakfast, and dinner. Alright, so we're going to get that Leech Seed recovery. the problem becomes, I don't think he has a fighting type move if he went for Ice Punch. Also, Landorus is slower, so it's not Choice Scarfed. So we do have to watch for that. We could see Protect from Kangaskhan and Earthquake from Landorus, so I'm going to protect my Rhyperior. And Venusaur is going to Leech Seed the Landorus. We're just going to Leech Seed all day, every day with Venusaur. Rhyperior does protect, so Kangaskhan did not protect. What is this Kangaskhan going to do? So he has both Fighting and Ice. So he doesn't have Sucker Punch. And he's going to U-turn with the Landorus. Okay, I see you, big dog. See you, big dog, on your Wolf Wolf. Problem is now Rhyperior is taking so much damage, and Heatran comes out. Alright, I'm going to get a Leech Seed up on this Heatran. I am. I really would like to keep Rhyperior around, but I don't think that's possible. So here I'm just going to Earthquake. Hopefully I can get some damage off. I probably won't though, and I'm just going to protect Venusaur. I could see I'm assuming low kick into Rhyperior, which will, I'm assuming, knock us out. Yeah, that's going to knock us out. Unfortunately, but what can you do? And then Heat Wave, hopefully from Heatran. Yep, I just was hoping he didn't sub. Subbing would be a problem. And it is leftovers Heatran, so he has that possibility to sub. I don't like that. I don't like that because nothing can really come in. I'm going to bring in Xatu. Now here, I think he Ice Punches Xatu, so I'm going to protect Xatu. And then I assume he still goes for Heat Waves. Okay. I need to check the damage off of Giga Drain and Sludge Bomb. I think Sludge Bomb does more. 80 from Giga. Yeah, yep. Sludge Bomb does a lot more. Because I want to see if I can take out this Kangaskhan here. So I'm going to Sludge Bomb him. He withdraws Kangaskhan. Alright, we could have got Trick Room up there. In comes Landorus, I think. Thundurus. Interesting. I'm assuming he's just trying to go for the kill on Xatu with Thunderbolt. If we still had Rhyperior, we'd be so good because we have that Lightning Rod ability. But alas, we'll just... Oh, we do poison the Thundurus. You still really can't hit the Venusaur too great. Which is nice. Because now I can just Leech Seed the Thundurus. Just constantly have Leech Seed damage going off. And I'm going to try and Trick Room Xatu, but I don't think he survives the turn. But we go for the Leech Seed onto the Thundurus anyway, because Thunderbolt, we live, but I don't think we'll live. He switches out Heatran. So we're going to live this turn. And he brings back in Kangaskhan. He does go for that Thunderbolt. Xatu, you live this, right? I EV'd you, right? Yes. Just enough to live it. So we are going to get the Trick Room up. So I can set up Leech Seed on this Thundurus. And we can set up Trick Room. And maybe this Kangaskhan doesn't carry either Protect or Fake Out, and it carries Sucker Punch then. That'd be interesting. He does have Citrus Berry on this Thundurus, but we're going to be having both Poison and Leech Seed going off on it, which is real nice. Yeah, as long as I just keep Leech Seed going with Venusaur, I'll be fine. I'm going to protect Xatu. I'm going to put Leech Seed onto Kangaskhan. Xatu protects here. And Fake Out onto Xatu, trying to knock it out. And then he taunts Venusaur. Very nice. So I won't be able to get the Leech Seed up onto his Kanga. But I do still have Leech Seed onto the Thundurus. So I'm not super upset by that. And I'm going to go for Psychic on Thundurus here. Yep, I can just Psychic Thundurus. Sludge Bomb the Kangaskhan. Actually, I could double in the Kangaskhan and take it out, because I think Thunderous switches into Heatran here. So I'm going to Psychic and Sludge Bomb. Because he doesn't have Sucker Punch. He showed us all of his moves. He tries to go for Swagger, but Venusaur avoids it. So waste of a turn with Thunderous. And good thing we didn't knock it out, because now we're going to get some health off of him. Zot, as long as Zot's Psychic does get Kangaskhan. Perfect. Oh, I have his full team, and I haven't written anything down. Leech Seed and Poison doesn't knock him out. So he does still have one more turn with that Thunderous on the field. I also can't Protect because of Taunt. I could switch Venusaur out, depending on what he brings in here. He brings in Heatran. We should live one hit from the Heatran. So I'm just going to go for Nightshade on the Heatran, get some damage off, and I'm going to switch Venusaur for Boof. For the Boofer. Because we should get like 1 point of HP from the Leech Seed. I believe Thunder still goes for Swagger here. He goes for Thunder Wave on the Bouffalant. So that could end up being annoying. Because of course it slows him down. And then I'm just going to get some Nightshade damage off onto the Heatran. And does he sub here? No, he just keeps going for Heat Wave. As long as we can keep him out of sub, we'll be living life pretty good. And Leech Seed goes before the Poison, I believe, on this. I believe. Yes, it does. So Thunderous goes down. So it's going to be Landorus and Heatran. Unfortunately, Heatran's going to drop my poor Bouffalant's attack stat. And I don't think we get... Yeah, we don't get Heatran from here with Superpower. So Venusaur's going to come in. As is Landorus. Gets the Intimidate. So we set up Trick Room, we Psychicked, we Nightshaded. So we still should have 2 more turns of Trick Room. That being said, I believe Heatran protects here, so I'm going to protect my Boof. So he doesn't get knocked out by Landorus. I'm assuming Landorus just goes for Superpower here. But then again, he might just scarf himself into Earthquake, because then he can't really touch Venusaur. Bouffalant does protect first because it is the slowest. Heatran, do you protect too? No, he doesn't. Shoot. Well, I get Leech Seed up onto Landorus, which is nice. Heatran goes for that Heat Wave, and Venusaur avoids it. He goes for Knockoff on the Bouffalant, actually. He does go for Knockoff on the Boofy Boof. But if that's what he's scarfed into... He's not scarfed. We already decided this. Because he was... Oh, shoot. We ran out of Trick Room. We ran out of Trick Room, so I need to Leech Seed the Heatran. God, I should have superpowered Heatran there. Because now we're going to beat a pickle. He just goes for Rock Slide. It's going to connect with both. How much does it do the Boof? I don't think Boof lives a Heat Wave from there. Boofy, come on, my boy. My boy! Don't get paralyzed. Venusaur flinches. Bouffalant gets superpower off. That's all that matters. As long as we get the damage done. Oh, we knock him out too. That's perfect. We can win this now. Because Heatran was the only problem for Venusaur. Because the only thing we have for it was Leech Seed. We have 4 HP left with Bouffalant. And Venusaur, my boy, we good. We good. I can just protect here. Venusaur, I'm going to head charge in case he misses. Something strange happens. I don't know. Venusaur just protects. Rock Slide, miss Bouffalant. Do it. Bet you won't. Oh, he did it. He hit me. I mean, Boof, you came through, my boy. That's all that matters. And now we can just Giga Drain and Leech Seed this thing to death. So that's gonna be game, boys. This team does amazing at shot. I mean, it comes right down to the wire, but we seal it up in the end. That's all that really matters. Match is gonna be forfeited. He knows he can't do anything to me. Did he never Earthquake with that Landorus? I don't think he did. He had Rock Slide, U-Turn, and Knock Off for sure. I'm assuming he had Earthquake, but it still doesn't do a ton of Venusaur because it is neutral. Excuse me. So we still get that win off a chalk team. Not even bad, though. We can get one more battle here with this team. Hopefully this is all recording. I'll be super mad if it doesn't. And then I'll cry and I'll quit YouTube. I won't. But we get a plus differential for the overall cartridge battles after that. So, very nice. And we didn't even have to force the boof. Excuse me. We didn't even have to force the Boufflant kill there. He did it all by himself. I'm so proud of him. Speaking of, Venusaur does amazing here. I'm just going to say that right away. It's either Mega Kanga or Mega Charizard. That being said, Rhyperior does great here. But I think we still go Xatu and Venusaur. The only thing Xatu really has to fear is the Landorus. Kangaskhan too. Maybe knockoff from Conky Donkey. But we go Xatu, Venusaur, Rhyperior. Do we go Boof again? Do we go Boof again? Or do we go Rotom? I think Rotom covers more bases here, so I'm going to go with that. I don't think we've used Rotom. We might have used it once so far, but I don't recall Rotom ever really showing up. No, wait. That Rain team we used Rotom on, but he didn't really do too much. My Hedgehog is just making a fuss. So he's got to decide between his two Megas here. Oh, I gotta write these down. Maybe he doesn't bring Suicune because he sees the Mega Venusaur. I could see him going with the Sun route because of Thick Fat with Venusaur. He wants to try and neutralize Thick Fat as much as possible. But his Kangaskhan also does some work too. So unfortunately, Boof isn't coming to our last battle, but he could put in work here. He's got Superpower and Head Charge, but there's a Conkeldurr, there's a Fighting type move on the Kangaskhan, probably Superpower and Landorus, so I could just see him not being great here. And plus, we already have Rhyperior pulling in the physical side of things, so. And he's got a Landorus, which is going to be intimidating, which is going to be annoying. So I'd just rather not have to deal with that. Boufflant was at -1 too, wasn't he? No, did he switch? Did he? No, he was at -1 when he took that the Heatran. I'm proud of you, Boof. In comes Venusaur Xatu against Kangaskhan and Suicune, so he did not bring his Charizard. As far as I know. I wouldn't bring my Charizard, personally. So Xatu's going to protect. Actually, I could see him faking out Venusaur. I'm going to Trick Room, Mega Evolve, and Protect. I guess I could have just doubled there, double attacked, but I could see Fake Out and Tailwind, but he doesn't need a Tailwind. But he couldn't, he could not recognize that I'm a Trick Room team and just Tailwind anyway. But I still see Kangaskhan faking out Venusaur to stop him from attacking Suicune. And then Suicune going for Ice Beam, possibly, onto Xatu, which will live. Because, as you saw, we did live a Thunderbolt from Thundurus, so. He does Mega with the Venusaur. I mean, the Kangaskhan. We Mega with the Venusaur. We, in fact, Mega Venusaur. Mega Venusaur. Alright. Let's see what happens here. So I protect Venusaur. He did not protect anything because Venusaur's slower. Kangaskhan fake out. No, he faked out Xatu. Dom, we could have got some Leech Seed up or something. Why you do? I'm a Trick Room team. I am a Trick Room team. So I'm going to Trick Room Xatu again. I'm going to try to at least. I'm going to get Leech Seed up on Suicune. On Suicune. Kangaskhan, does he return Xatu? No, he returns Venusaur this time. Very interesting. Ice Beam on Xatu? Snarl. Okay. Well, I get my Trick Room up. That's all that matters to me. We do get some decreases in our special attack, which is unfortunate, but we're going to step Leech Seed onto the Suicune and Trick Room Xatu. So Suicune can start all at once. I'm still getting Leech Seed recovery off of both these Pokemon, so I'm not going to be super upset by anything he does. I'm going to Psychic the Kanga, and I'm actually just going to protect Venusaur here. Get some more Leech Seed recovery, so I for sure live Kangaskhan and Suicune's attack. Actually just switches Suicune, which isn't great. He brings in Heatran. Which is even worse. Which is even worse. So I'm gonna get the Protect up with the Venusaur here, and we're gonna Psychic this Kanga. And can go through return onto Xatu, which is perfect. Xatu's done its job. It can get out of here. And he doesn't have a Moongus, or anything that Xatu can really hit. So I can bring Rotami here. Rotami, as the kids call him. And then I'm going to switch Venusaur out. So I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Kangaskhan, because I don't really want to worry about it. And I'm going to bring in Rhyperior. I'll bring in the Rhyperior, because if Kangaskhan most likely returned Rhyperior slot, if he didn't, Heatran, Heatwave. Heatran protected, even more reason to Will-O-Wisp the Kangaskhan. And we hit it too. So low kick shouldn't knock out Rhyperior then, if he low kicks. He's going to return into Rhyperior. We eat this. Num num. Num num. Eat him up 2 times. Num num. Eat him up 3 times. Num num. And get some burn damage on the Kanga. The Tailwind peters out, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to Hydro the Heatran and Earthquake. Hydro Earthquake. If Heatran stays in, it's dead as long as I connect Hydro. And Kangaskhan's not going to appreciate taking an Earthquake. He's going to withdraw the Heatran. Makes sense. In a Suicune. In a Conkeldonker, he's still not going to like this damage. We got Levitating Rotami. Let's do a nice amount to the Kanga. Hydro Pump misses the Conk. And Kangaskhan power-up punches into Rotom. Of all things. Of all things. He's going to take some burn damage. Now, that being said, does Kangaskhan really hate Rhyperior and Sucker Punch him and then have Conkeldurr also attack him? I think so, so I'm going to Protect. And I'm going to Hydro Pump the Conkeldurr, hoping that Rotom can do the dirty. I don't think he will, though, because I assume this Conkeldurr is Assault Vest. But Kangaskhan will be down, and that's all I really want to do right now, is make sure that Kangaskhan's down. Yep, he tried to Sucker Punch there, that's why I did that, and Drain Punch as well. He tried to get the damage onto him. That's why I did that. So Hydro Pump, of course, isn't going to take out the Conk, but the burn will get the Kanga. So we have Conk and Suicune left, and Tail Trick Room switches. I don't know how that Conk lines up. Heatran. I guess I don't understand the kids these days, but I'm just going to Hydro Pump Heatran. I'm going to switch Rhyperior out for Venusaur, keep the weakness policy intact, as well as I think he doubles into Rhyperior here. I think he Drain Punches and Flash Cannon or Earth Powers. Heatran just goes for Sub, so I need to break that. I do break it. That's fine then, that's fine then. That's fine then, that's fine then. Sub's gonna fade, and Conk's gonna go for Drain Punch into Venusaur. But Venusaur's gonna eat that up. We eat that. We eat that. We eat that. We eat that. With that being said, I'd rather just keep hitting the Heatran so he can't get behind a Sub, or do I just get rid of Conkeldurr? I think we just get rid of Conkeldurr here. And let Heatran get behind a Sub. Actually, I can just Thunderbolt him, and then Sludge Bomb the Conkeldurr. And we should be fine. Heatran just goes straight for a Heat Wave, though. He's trying to get rid of that Venusaur. Oh, Venusaur. Oh, God. My boy. He hanging on, though. Rotom is faster than Conkeldurr. We get off a Thunderbolt. It does a nice amount of damage with a critical hit and a paralysis. Rotom coming through. And Venusaur gets off the Sludge Bomb before the Conkeldurr is able to attack. And we get the poison on it, which probably gives it guts. As long as it doesn't Drain Punch here. It does. On the Rotom, I assume. Yep. Oh, God! Roti. I'm sorry I gave him guts, man. I was just trying to knock him out. My boy. Heatran's slower now, and we also see that Conkeldurr I think here I have to double protect. I have to double protect. Because Mach Punch can kill either one of my Pokemon. And while I could, I need to keep Rotom alive is the problem. I need to. I mean, either way, I think Suicune can come in and take out either one of these Pokemon. I think Rotom has more of a chance, though. And that's why he's punching it. Alright, Heatran is going to get some leftovers once again. And Conky Donk doesn't go down to poison, unfortunately, this turn. Unfortunately. So, I'm going to switch Rotom out for Rhyperior. And I'm going to get Leech Seed up on Heatran. Hopefully. If I can get Leech Seed up on Heatran and then get Rotom back in to recover that health, we might be good. I see him Mach Punching once again into Rotom. Hopefully that doesn't kill. Oh, no, not at all. We're going to get Weakness Policy off of it. Woo! Rhyperior, my boy. Rhyperior, my boy. And then we get Leech Seed up on Heatran. Perfect. If he could just miss Heat Wave on Rhyperior, that'd be cool. Nope, he hits him. So Rhyperior's not going to be looking good. Just trying to think here. Conkeldurr does go down. I think that Suicune's at full health. I don't think we'll be able to get it. So I bring in the Rotom here. In comes Suicune. I'm gonna protect Rhyperior. I'm gonna Thunderbolt the Suicune. Now, Rotom needs to live. I don't think that Heatran can take him out from here. He might double into it though. If he Heat Waves and Scalds. Heatran just protects, which is perfect. I didn't need him to do anything else. Suicune goes for Scald into Rotom. Rotom, can you take this, buddy? You're specially defensive, right? Yes! We eaten that. So now I can just go for Thunderbolt. So we could have gotten an Earthquake off here too, gotten extra damage on the Suicune. Is it Citrus? It's not Citrus Suicune. What kind of Suicune is this? So we're going to get some Leech Seed recovery off of the Tran. Off of the Tranny. Now, I'm going to Earthquake and protect Rotom. Might sound dumb, but I think he has to Scald Rotom to win this. Why would you Scald Rhyperior? Rotom's going to kill Suicune. Why? And Heatran gets paralyzed anyway. I could have just attacked Suicune and had it dead. I could have had him dead. Who do I worry about? I worry about Suicune. Heatran can't kill me. Go. I'm just worried about getting Scald burned with Suicune. That's why I attacked it. Alright. This should kill it, right? Yes. Suicune's down, Conk's down. Giving that Conk the toxic, or the poison was the worst. The worst thing we could have done. And unfortunately... Oh! My leg! My leg! Oh! I think here we have to protect... I think... So I'm going to protect. This is just the safest play. Protect. Get some more Leech Seed recovery. And then I can Thunderbolt pretty freely to knock out Heatran. Heatran gets paralyzed. I don't know if he tried to attack or if he tried to sub. If he tried to sub, that probably mattered. That paralysis probably mattered. I mean, this paralysis matters in general, just having it. Because it's allowing Rotom to go first. And we'll live a heat wave from here, so I can just Thunderbolt no prob. Yep, that should get him. Bada bing, Rotom. Rotom, my boy. My boy. I was about to say, was it this match we wanted to bring Volcarona, but it wasn't. It wasn't. It was last match. So we get 2 wins still. 2 wins, even after messing up the recording. Please, please don't have a messed up recording. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Let me know what you thought about the team. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. And be ready to see a new team next week. I got some pretty interesting suggestions from a subscriber, so I'm going to try them out. See if I can get them to work. If not, we'll still have a new team anyway. So thank you again, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Hello everyone, and thanks for checking out the video. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to click on the links on the screen. If you haven't yet, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to see more videos as they come to your way. And if you want to go check out the GoFundMe, that'd be great too. Bye!